everybody? Very happy to see you this afternoon. And when Jagan Mohan Reddy started the program, he asked you, are you ready? And you all said it wonderfully well. Would you like to do that again? Are you ready? Yes. How did you say that? The previous time. Yes. Yeah. Say it again. Very, very wonderful. So we are going to discuss the role of the president. How many of you are presidents? Just raise your hands. Quite a few of you, about 1 president. So what exactly are you expected to do during the year 2024-25 in the capacity of a club president is what we are going to discuss for the next 30 minutes. And after that, my colleague and friend like Amarnath Rao will take over and he'll tell you about the role of the secretary and the treasurer. So we'll begin with the role of the president. Next, please. I'll make my presentation as simple as possible. For the benefit of all of you, to remember it easier, I've created some acronyms for you and I'll explain them to you. Next, please. While that's getting started, maybe some of you can tell me, why do you think you have been chosen to be the president this year? Any president can answer that question. Why do you think you've been chosen? You can give your personal answers. Yeah. Now, is that your ambition or is that people's expectation in you? Your ambition. My question is slightly different. Why do you think you are chosen by your club to be the president the next year? What are their expectations? Your capability, okay? You have to serve the community, okay? Every line has to serve, no? Not only the president, the secretary, the treasurer, the ordinary member, everybody has to serve. The president has greater responsibility. Faith in you. Thank you very much for using that word. Your members have faith in you. Maybe based on your previous performance, maybe based on your capabilities, your already established commitment, your members with faith in you, they thought that they should give this opportunity to you so that your club will rise to a higher level. That's the whole idea. Perhaps otherwise you not to become president. You are an elected officer. Your club members thought that the future of your club is safe in your hands. Your club members thought that your club will rise by at least one step higher when you are at the helm of the club. Otherwise you don't become president. Maybe you already served as a secretary, treasurer, whatever, and you are doing well, and you did well. And in your future capacity, they also would like you to further elevate and also earn greater reputation in the market. So that's the idea with which you've been chosen. So successful presidents, what are they? Next, please. So these are easy to remember, the funda of the club president. What is that funda? Every president is expected to work with a goal or with a set of goals. Jagan Mohan Reddy dealt with that in detail. He told you what are those goals, what can be those goals, how do you set goals. He talked about SMART goals. He talked about a lot about what goals are and how do you set them. So goals, working with goals and followed up with an action plan. Goals themselves are useless. I want to climb up, right, to the race is a very simple, small, easy goal which can I easily achieve. I want to jump from here is an easy goal that I can easily achieve. Such goals are not goals. The goals must be difficult enough to be achieved. If your club already has done 2 blood donation camps, and if you say I am going to organize 2 more blood donation camps next year, that's no great goal. If your club did 2 blood donation camps last year, and if you say we are going to do 5 this time, and we are going to collect 250 units of blood instead of 100 that we collected last year, it's a better goal. So goals must be reasonably big and they must be followed by action plans. What are action plans? So thinking of all the people that will help you, the sources, the resources, the techniques that we are going to use, the tools that you have, the human potential that you have, all these things, putting them into consideration is your action plan. Then the second thing every president needs to do is to upgrade and to upskill. I'll talk about each one of these ideas in one of the slides. Third, to navigate. Then to delegate your responsibilities to members of your club so that it becomes easy for you to achieve your success. And finally, to appreciate all the people who contributed to your success. So let's see each one of them in a little more detail. Next, please. The first one is focus. Yeah. So every president must have goals in 6 areas. Can anybody tell me without seeing the slide, what are the 6 areas in which you can have goals? Subscription is money relating to money, okay? Membership, okay? Service, very good, thank you. Fundraising projects, very good. Leadership development, thank you very much. Next, please. So I think you're right on the head. So all these 6 areas are the areas in which you need to have goals. The first set of goals that you must have relate to the service projects that your club wants to do. During 2024-25, what are the service areas? In each of the service areas, what do you want to achieve? What are some very important areas in which you can have service areas projects? What service areas are you planning to do something in that area? Health is one, health. Yeah. Sorry? Service areas, not health camps, hunger relief, diabetes, vision, childhood cancer, right? Some permanent projects, environment. So these are some service areas. Every club can do something in these areas. So your club must have a very clear vision, a very clear set of goals in each one of these areas. Diabetes, what does your club want to do? Childhood cancer, what does your club want to do? Environment, what does your club want to do? These are your goals in service areas. Similarly, you must have some goals in membership. What are some, can you give some examples of membership goals? We want to grow by 5%. Our club will increase its membership by 2%. Our club will achieve net growth by the end of the year. We will be at least 1 plus when my term is over. Starting from July 1st, by the end of June, we will have at least a positive growth. We will extend a new club. We will retain as many members as possible, or all the members that we already have. We will not allow any drops. We will ensure that no member is dropped. These are some membership related goals. The third one is leadership. What can be leadership related goals for your club? What do you want to achieve in terms of leadership? Encourage everybody to be a leader. Motivate everybody to accept the leadership positions in the future. Prepare your next president. Prepare your next secretary. Allow your club members to take up lessons in leadership service activities. Any other ideas? CSR. In case you are planning some big project, you can go to a company, an industry, an establishment, an organization in your locality and ask them to give you funds so that will be put to better use. Any other things? You can do a small raffle. You can do a club level fundraiser. You can do a larger level fundraiser. You can do a tombola at the club meeting. You can ask members to directly contribute $1, $2, 10 rupees, 100 rupees, whatever. Every meeting can have a fundraising program built into it. Whatever be the size, whatever be the nature of the fundraiser, you must have some goals in terms of fundraising. So these are the 6 areas in which every club must have 1 or 2 goals in each area. When you go back home, goals should not be decided by the president. This is a mistake. Typically, we ask presidents to write down the goals. What happens? They become the president's goals. President's goals are not proper. They must be club goals. Club goals can happen only when you take your club members into account, when you take them into confidence, you discuss with them, and you tell them whether we can achieve them or not. Do we have the resources for that? Not. Are they practicable? Are they smart goals or not? Only when we discuss with everybody and put them on paper, they become success. Right? You are no longer an individual. You are a representative of a club. You are heading a club. So everything that the club decides to do, everything that the board decides to do, they become your goals. So please follow that procedure and decide your goals. Next, please. Then, first thing I told you, apart from the goals, the second thing rather, the second point that I made was that every president must have or must find and utilize the opportunities that he or she has to learn. So what can we do to learn? What are a few things that are available to us as presidents to learn fresh things? So these are a few things that every president has opportunity to go through to improve one's skills and knowledge. Do you all know that lines are a constitution? Do you all know that lines are a constitution? How many constitutions you have? Does anybody know? How many constitutions you have? 2, 3? Bylaws is a part of the constitution. You said something? 3? There are 4 constitutions. The International Association has a constitution, right? The multiple district has a constitution. Every district has a constitution. Every club also has a constitution. Either you have your own constitution or adopt a standard form constitution that's already available on the net. So we are bound by the laws prescribed in these 4 constitutions. In addition to them, there are lots of other things also. Right? We must know at least that there are 4 constitutions. We might not have read them, but we must at least know that there are constitutions like that. Most importantly, we must know that the club has a constitution. Whether you have adopted it or not, you are bound by the rules of it. How are elections held? How are meetings held? How are resolutions made? What happens to something in case of this situation? What are the roles and responsibilities of each one of the officers? How are elections held at the end of the year? All these things are there, beautifully described in a constitution that every club can have access to. Then, manual. Every president has a manual. Everything that the president needs to know and everything that the president can benefit from is already there in the format of a manual, which you can download from Lions Club International website and you can use it. There are lots of HTML links. Each link is a rich source of information and use that. Then tools and Lions website. Does anybody know the website name? The Lions website? www.lionsclubs.org. If you go there and you search for GMT Toolbox, GST Toolbox, GMT Toolbox, there are lots of resources. Quite a huge number of resources available, and you can benefit by reading them, you can benefit by going through them. How to recruit a new member, suppose you want to know. How to extend a new club. How to indoctrinate a member. How to elect new officers. So these are all already put in the form of toolboxes, and every line has access to them. So you can go to the website, either download them or open them and read them. Then there are institutes and workshops. The one that you are attending now is some kind of a schooling. This is called a workshop. Why is this organized? To educate us. The new presidents do not know their responsibilities, and that's why let's teach them. The district governor Manohar Reddy and his entire team have worked behind, and I think it's a beautiful setup they have created for us. I think a lovely place, a beautiful hall, and everything is taken care of. Right? So this has become possible because somebody organized it. Maybe they started working on it 1 month ago. And your meetings also will be successful if you work 1 week ahead, 10 days ahead, a few days ahead. So if you plan properly, your meetings also will be successful and your institutes and workshops also will be successful. So there are workshops like this. There are also institutes like this. Who conducts the institutes? Your district can conduct an institute. Your multiple district can conduct an institute. Lions Clubs International conducts institutes. The multiple district GLT conducts institutes. Some of you might have already attended the PST workshop at the multiple district convention held in Karimnagar. So all these are schoolings, workshops, institutes that are available to us. These are also a source of learning for us. And finally, there is something called a Lions Learning Center. LLC. This also is available on our website. LLC stands for Lions Learning Center. Lions Learning Center has innumerable courses available, like online courses offered by universities, like distance education programs offered by universities. There are various courses. You can register for them, you can open the website, and you can go through the course and you can get certified. You can complete the course. Very highly interesting programs, extremely well designed. So do those courses, that is your learning opportunity. So we have seen two things so far: how to set your goals, in what areas you need to set goals, and how to learn and improve and update and upskill yourself. Let's go on to the third one. The third one is navigating your responsibilities. What are your responsibilities? How do you navigate them? How do you fulfill them? Yeah, these are, you remember, very easy to remember. Beams, I created an acronym. Every slide you might have seen, I created an acronym for you, easy to remember, that's all. So what does BEAM stand for? Be an active GAT leader. Does anybody know what's GAT? What's GAT? Global Action Team. What are the components of GAT? GLT. Tell me the words for that. Leadership, membership, service. GST is service. GLT is leadership. GMT is membership. And GET, what is that? What is GET? Extension. Extension of new clubs for LCIF, right? Marketing, LEOs, all these are the components of the GAT. So the club president is the chairperson of the GAT team at the club level. At the club level, you are not only the president, you also are the GAT. Actually, every president has two roles to play. One, you have to be the president of the club. As president of the club, you preside over the meetings. That's your major responsibility. And as GAT chairperson, you ensure that all these things that we have discussed so far are taken care of. Your membership, your LCIF contributions, your LCIF grants, in case you have any Leo club, in case you have any women members, in case you have any other things that everything is taken care of. So you have these two major responsibilities: to lead your club as the president, to lead your club as a GAT chairperson. Right. Then effectively delegate. I am sure every club has 20, 30, 40, 50 members. And those members that are there in your club are your resources. Many clubs that I know are not performing well because it's only the president and the secretary who work. The other members do not know what's happening in the club. The other members are not involved. They are not properly initiated. They don't participate. They don't come to the meetings. They don't come to the service activities. So it's only the president and secretary who are always going around and doing things. That's how we deliberately murder the club, unknowingly. So if we know how to involve the members, how to bring them into the club, how to make them participate, in fact that's the president's role. No president can ever say members are not coming. They must say, I am not able to involve my members. That's different, no? Members are not coming is different. I am not able to involve them in the club affairs is different. So it's my failure, not their failure. If members are not coming, it's my failure. So I must have the trick and the tool. I must also utilize the services of senior leaders like region chairpersons, zone chairpersons, vice governors to ensure that my club members are active. They are involved. Right? That's the second one. Then advancing the club's image. So it's the club president's responsibility and the club's responsibility. Every one of us, because society has given us a reputation. The moment I wear this label button, community recognizes me as a member of a global organization, a service organization. The moment somebody sees this label button on my label and people recognize, oh, this is a gentleman who has committed himself to community service. Here is a gentleman who belongs to a global organization. Here is a member who runs that eye hospital. Maybe you have not contributed even $1, but still people say, oh, you are the one who built that eye hospital. There is a cancer hospital. And people say, oh, these are the Lions who built that cancer hospital. What is my contribution? I am a part of a global organization that has contributed billions of dollars to that. Here is a member who is a well-known fellow. So that reputation that you build for yourself and you build for the club is in your hands, and you advance that. Managing meetings. Managing meetings, can anybody tell me what is managing meetings? Sorry? Planning the meeting, ensuring that the meeting happens on proper lines, ensuring that there is good attendance, ensuring that the members who have come to attend the meeting feel fulfilled, ensuring that, sorry? Prepare the agenda, the secretary and president do it together, taking suggestions from them, involving them, talking to them, seeing that the meetings happen on sound administrative lines. Seeing that meetings are purposeful. Every member who has attended the meeting must feel, oh, I did a good thing by coming to this meeting. For instance, you have come to this workshop, how do you feel tomorrow afternoon if nothing useful has happened here? You say, oh, my money has been wasted, I went there, I spent 2 days there, except a little food and then going around and enjoying an evening. There was not much. So I don't want you to go back to that feeling, no? So if you should not go back to that feeling, there must be something worthy happening here. Tomorrow afternoon you must say, yes, because I went there, I learned this. Similarly, members who come to your club meetings also must feel, yesterday we had a meeting, it was a very good meeting for reason number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what is it that you are going to give your members at the meeting? What is it that you want your members to remember you for the meeting that they have attended? Right? Then finally, serve under DGA committee. DGA committee stands for District Governors Advisory Committee. District Governors Advisory Committee, who invites them, who calls them? The zone chairperson. So your zone chairperson convenes what are called zone meetings or District Governors Advisory Committee meetings. DGA means District Governors Advisory Committee meetings. So attending those meetings, participating in them, contributing your ideas, giving suggestions, discussing your problems, conveying your feelings to the district governor through the zone chairperson are all the things that happen at the zone meeting level. So these are things relating to your meeting related responsibilities. Next please. And I talked to you about the meeting and what else the president does at the meeting. Next please. So the club president does all this. He ensures that a notice is sent. Though the secretary sends the notice, it's the president who decides the date, it's the president who gives the authority to the secretary to circulate that, it's the president who signs the letter and then gives an advance notice. Depending on the kind of the meeting, there are various guidelines given how long before a meeting notice should be given. Is it 1 week or 10 days or 15 days or longer? Depends on the kind of the meeting. So if you look at the district constitution, you will know what that. Your club also can have its own constitution, right? Appropriate agenda. No meeting should ever be convened without telling you the agenda for the meeting. Tomorrow there is a meeting, please come. This is, an illogical meeting. This is not an acceptable meeting notice. Immediately people will ask the question, why the meeting? Why do we need it? What is going to happen with it? Is it a speaker meeting or an entertainment meeting or a regular business meeting? What kind of a meeting? What is going to happen? If it's a speaker meeting, who is going to the speaker? What's going to the topic? How long are we going to be there? When is it going to start? When is it going to close? All this must be made a part of the agenda. Adequate facilities. Are you comfortable here today? So you are comfortable because somebody worked behind this. You did not come and put this chair here, you did not come and put this table here, you did not come and do this. So there is somebody working at the laptop there, there is somebody helping you here, the governor came here, maybe the cabinet secretary came here, maybe the GLT coordinator came here, all of them came perhaps 2, 3, 4 times beforehand so that everything is proper. Maybe the same thing you need to do at your club level. What the governor has done here, what the cabinet secretary has done here, you must do for your club. You must ensure that good food is served, good place is chosen, AC is working, lighting is proper, tables are there, chairs are there, people are seated properly, drinking water is available, everything. All these small things must be taken care of in the capacity of president. That's your responsibility. Right? Adequate facilities. Then follow the parliamentary procedure. Again, there is some guidelines given on that, how a meeting should be conducted, follow that. And finally, every contribution by everybody in whatever manner they are made. Acknowledge that, respect that, and also in meetings, if necessary, assert when decisions are taken. Next, please. So I told you the fifth point was to delegate. So delegation is the root of success. Any club president who wants to achieve much bigger things than what he individually can achieve, he must know the art of delegating. If you ask me to move this table out, I cannot do it alone, but if I take the help of two other people, I can easily do it. How many club members are there in your club? They should not just sit idle, no? You must involve them. How do you involve them? You tell them, okay, we are going to do a blood donation camp next week. Please go and see whether you talk to the principal. Please go and address the students. Please talk to the blood donation bank and then tell them to be available at so and so time. Please buy some refreshments and see that they are available for the students when they donate blood. So there are 100 jobs associated with that. If you involve members, one, they enjoy being lions, and two, they are all involved in the club. The chances of retention become much easier. So delegation is a very important job, and identify the right people when you want to delegate a responsibility. Remember all the 5 I's. Involve everyone. See that every member is involved. Don't give the same responsibility to 1 or 2 people, and every time the same 2 people are involved and the others are neglected. You identify the right kind of people, give them the right responsibilities. If necessary, describe the role to them, explain the responsibility to them. If necessary, guide them properly and see that they take up the responsibility. And of course, incentivize. Whenever possible, incentivize that. You tell the member that if you do this, you will be made the chairperson of the committee the next time. Or I'll recommend a special medallion for you. Right? I will give you a latent button. I'll give you a sapling. Right? The next meeting, I'm going to reward you, recognize you, whatever. So incentivize whenever you are delegating something. Next, please. I've come to the end of my presentation. Always make it a habit to recognize every small contribution that every member has made. Right? When contributions are made by members, and if you ignore them, if you neglect them, if you don't pay attention to them, I don't think they'll come forward to do the same thing the next time. So how do you do that? You can recognize them. How do you recognize them? Thank you very much. Hello gentlemen, you helped me show my slides to the audience. Thank you very much. This is enough. I have not given a gift. I have not spent any money. But just because I have said this, he feels happy, and next time he does it. In fact, I really want to thank you, because last time also did this. Last time also when I came to the RC workshop, he did a great job. So sitting there is not easy. It's a tough job actually. Unlike he cannot move about, he cannot go and have a glass of water, he cannot look here and there. He has to continuously pay attention. That's a very tough job. So he's doing it. So recognize that. Reward. Whenever possible, give a reward. The reward is not an award. Award is something physical. Reward need not be physical. Reward can be a pat on the back. Reward can be a shake hand. Reward can be a smile. Reward can be a certificate. Right? Reward can be anything. But people must be happy that you have recognized them. Rejoice. Celebrate. Whenever something good has happened at the club level. So we have collected 150 units of blood at the last camp that we organized. Shall we all celebrate? Yes, our club has done it. Celebrate that. And also resolve to continue working better for the future, and also revitalize your club. Strengthen your club further. So they are all R's. So if you remember these 5 R's, it will be very easy for you to recognize the contributions made by your club members. Next. Finally, this is a small activity I would like you to do before I close. Think of 5 lions or 5 people inside lionism or outside lionism, within your family or within your club, or even outside your family and club. Those 5 people you can 100% depend on to make your year as president a 100% success. These are the 5 people. So whenever I want, I can seek their support. Whatever I want, they are willing to do for me. These are the 5 people I can go to. They are called my go-to people. So these 5 go-to people will make my year a great success. Think of such 5 people and write down a list. I'll give you 2 minutes time. It does not need much time because they must be prominent, they must be at the top of your head. These are 5. Non-presidents also can write. Secretaries, treasurers also can write. Who are the 5 people that are going to be your constant source of support and your absolutely certain sources of support? Has anybody got 5 non-lines? No problem. Has anybody got half lines and half non-lines? Good there, good there. I think that's a great idea. A combination of lines and non-lines to help you. Has anybody got the name of your district governor on the list? Right. Show me your hand. Can I see your list? Can I see your list? Have you written your district governor's name? Oh, wonderful. Congratulations. Yeah, very good. I think this is a great idea. People ignore. People don't realize that the district governor himself can be a great source of inspiration to us, a person whom we can rely on. Your region chairperson can be a wonderful resource to you and you can rely on that person. And you know your region chairperson closely enough and you say, for every trouble that I have, every hurdle that I have, every problem that I have, every issue that arises before me, I am going to seek support from my region chairperson. If the region chairperson has given you that constant support, I think your success is already written. Right? And it can be, I told you, it can be a member of your family. It can be a friend outside. It can be somebody who is living outside India. Maybe he can give you send money, he can send you support, he can give you a word of motivation, whatever, in whatever manner. These 5 people, 10 people, 2 people, whatever list you have written, you need to remember them and you need to constantly remind yourself, there is somebody behind me. There is somebody with me. I am going to succeed and assured support from these people. So the longer the list, the better. But even if it's only a short list, it's absolutely fine. Look around your cabinet secretary. There are people like them. People who are sitting there, no, they do not have any job today. They have come here. Why? Because they all are willing to support us. The people sitting at the back, you can look back. Everybody sitting there at the back is a rich resource. Is a rich support willing to help you. Right? There are 200 to 300 people in the district cabinet. Many of them are underemployed. Many of them are underutilized. They can be your rich source. Your own past president in the club can be a rich source of it. And if they are involved, it's better because if they are not employed, they think of negative things. If you involve them, they become positive. Your past district governors are a great strength of support that you have available. So write down your list, maybe increase the length of that list, think of as many people as possible and make your list success. You use that list successful. Thank you very much. So this is my mail address in case you want to contact me for any support in future regarding the responsibilities of president that I have discussed with you. You are welcome to contact me and I will be certainly happy to associate with you in your success. Thank you very much.